What's going on, guys? So in front of me, you are looking at the newly redesigned 2025 Nissan Frontier midsize pickup truck. Now, I'm going to do this review different than I typically do it. I'm going to try to make this as if I were at a media event, showing you the different features of this truck and what it's about and some of the changes that were made. Okay, so first, most people are going to want to know about the power plant. This is equipped with a 3.8-liter V6 that produces 310 horsepower and 281 pound-feet of torque. It's married to a 9-speed automatic transmission. The towing numbers on this truck are actually up 500 pounds as well from the previous model. So it's up to 7,150 pounds worth of tow capacity and up to 1,620 pounds worth of payload capacity. You can also get this truck in a standard rear-wheel drive format, or you can opt for the 4-wheel drive or the Pro4X version, which you are looking at in front of you. This is actually called Monarch Orange. It's a beautiful color and it stands out. But what is your opinion? Leave a comment below. As we walk around the front and you see what's going on here, you can see it's LED headlights, LED fog lights, LED accent lights. Really nice. It is a slightly revised front grille. It definitely has a more bold approach. But what a lot of people like about the Nissan Frontier in general is just that honest approach to a traditional pickup truck. They do a great job not going overboard with the overall design. With this Pro4X package, you're going to get some beautiful two-tone aluminum wheels, really nice gunmetal color, hand-cooked tires. These are going to be the Dynapro AT2s. They're going to be 265/70 R17-inch all-terrain tires. Nice matte finish for the fender flares as well. This is going to have 360-degree cameras, so you're going to have a camera up front. You're going to have cameras on the bottom of each one of the rear view mirrors, as well as a camera in the back to give you that full surround coverage. Coming around back, you're going to have a really nice looking blended bumper. Now, this is not a full steel bumper, so you have these plastic caps. It looks like they go over a steel shell underneath it, but they look really nice. I like that they're paint matched. Plus, you have rear parking sensors. Again, you're going to have that rear camera, all LED lighting in the back as well. 2-inch receiver, again, 7,150 pounds worth of tow capacity, up 500 pounds from the 2024 model. This does have a soft opening tailgate, but before we open that, I love this really cool looking trim piece that they put across the back of the tailgate. It looks beautiful, especially highlighted with the Nissan emblem here in the center and the Pro4X badging. Again, this is a soft opening tailgate, which is really nice. Got a lot of cup holder spots here, nice spray and bed liner, as well as a 120 outlet on the side, tie down hooks on all 4 corners, and a really cool cargo rack system that gives you the ability to secure things in the back, like if you have a small ATV, perhaps mountain bikes, things like that, or if you're just going to Sam's Club and you're picking up a new refrigerator, it gives you a great way to secure it, clamp it down. And they put the LED bed lighting in the center of the bed pointing in, which is a lot smarter than putting it on the ends here, because if you have anything right here, it blocks the light going into the bed. You get much more uniform lighting with the lights on the side like that. You have a rear sliding glass window right here, and this truck is equipped with a sunroof. But the overall look of this truck is actually really gorgeous. They did a fantastic job. And again, the muscular lines, they put the bulging areas where bulging areas should go. They made the truck look like a pickup truck. They're not trying to move away from that to that kind of semi-crossover pickup truck look like a lot of manufacturers have. Nice, bold, very honest approach to designing a pickup truck. And I just wanted to point it out, it has a nice assisted lift on the tailgate, so it's not very difficult to close or open. Opening up the door, let's quickly take a look inside of this truck. So you have nice soft touch materials everywhere, nice contrasting tone for the stitching material, soft touch. Actually, no, that's a harder plastic right there. You have your power mirrors, of course, your door locks, power windows, automatic down on the driver's side as well as automatic up, and your lockout. Beautiful accent trim around here as well. Plus, this has their really highly acclaimed Fender audio system. The stereo in this truck sounds fantastic. You have electric lumbar control right here, as well as your power front driver and passenger seat. Both are power, but the driver's seat is the only one that lets you actually increase or lower the height of the seat. It doesn't give you independent control of the front cushion or the back cushion, though. It's basically raising or lowering. I really wish that manufacturers would take a more let's say complete approach to the front power seats in their midsize trucks. It almost seems as if they're giving you more of a budget option here. It would be nice to give you true, fully, electronically controlled seats where you can raise different sections of them, because a lot of people get into these trucks specifically because they're a little smaller, but they don't want to give up on any of the luxury features. Anyways, we'll look right here real quick. Looks like you have your notification for the surround of the vehicle if you have anything approaching you, if you're going into the other lane or anything like that. You can turn on your outlet in the back as well, 400 watts or 150 watts, depending on which outlet you're connecting to. Downhill assist, cargo lamp. You can lock your rear differential. That's a feature of the Pro4X package, as well as traction control. As we hop inside, all right, so we're sitting inside. I'm going to tell you, we have been driving this truck around now for over a day. We've probably put about 50 miles on it, and these seats are insanely comfortable. They are incredibly comfortable seats. Nissan has done a fantastic job across their entire lineup. I recently went out and drove the new Armada, and it was the same. The Murano, same. The seats are fantastic. I love the stitching, the Pro4X badging in the center of it, and the really nice contrasting stitching all around the seat. Just a really, really comfortable place to be. Push button start right here. It's a really small button. You can disable the auto start stop feature right here, but it does come on automatically. Has a huge 12.5-inch screen right here also, so this enormous infotainment system in the center, which is really nice. When we look at the gauge cluster, it's a mix of a screen in the center with analog gauges on the side, which I can appreciate. I'm not a huge fan of going completely digital, even though most manufacturers who have done it have executed well on it. I think for a pickup truck, again, that honest approach is just kind of mix where you can mix. What I really like about this center stack right here is the fact that they've retained all your AC controls independent of the touchscreen. There are so many vehicles who are putting all of your AC controls, radio, everything on the touchscreen, and it's a pain to use it. Subaru's a good example of that. We have a Subaru Legacy car. My father has a Subaru SUV, and the touch screen to control everything is just a royal pain. Drop a comment below if you agree with that, or even if you don't agree with it. I hate having to hit 3 buttons before I can change the fan speed, or before I can change how the air circulates through the vehicle, or if I can synchronize the two ACs together. Having all your controls as analog controls with knobs for your AC, I think, is just common sense. It is quick to get to. I can quickly change my zone. My wife can change her zone. We can change for, air coming in from the outside or recirculating the air. We can change the fan speed, all of that without having to go through menus. I love this type of control. They still give you a huge screen, but they give you the controls where you need it. This has all sorts of cool camera angles. Again, 360-degree camera, reverse camera. I do wish that they would take up the whole screen with your cameras. That would be really nice. Specifically your backup camera. It's a really high-resolution screen, but the camera is not that high resolution. That's the part I really don't care about. Yet the Armada and the Murano that I drove have incredibly high resolution cameras. So simply steal the camera package from those vehicles and I think you'd have a big win. Again, down here you have more features. I love the fact that I can turn it into dark mode or light mode with one press of the button. I don't have to go through menu screens to get to that as well. Nice volume control knob. You can quickly change settings and your tuning from this knob over here. Your back button, your track forward or back. And then you have navigation again. So this is a really, really convenient system to get to things quickly. And I think people still appreciate that. Again, that honest approach to manufacturing a truck, making things that are more convenient for people to use, not just techie. Techie is cool, but sometimes it's cumbersome and it can make things more difficult. Down here, really nice center console area. It's really nice and wide. To be honest with you, the interior of this truck feels very similar to a truck from the 90s, but a full-size truck. So this mid-size truck, again, is about the same size as some full-size trucks were back in the 90s. But it is really nice to see that you have the space you're looking for in a more compact truck if that's also what you're looking for. Parking sensors on the rear, heated steering wheel, heated seats. This does not have cooled seats. It would be nice, again, to give you cooled seats as an option, or ventilated seats, because you typically have to step up to a higher end vehicle to get those types of things. And it would just be nice if they could equip these trucks for folks who aren't looking for a larger full-size truck with all the same amenities as a full-size truck. Having a passenger seat that can go up, I think, is also very important. My wife, relatively short in stature, loves how comfortable the seat is, but doesn't like the fact that she can't raise the seat up, and it makes it difficult for her as a passenger to see over the hood the way she'd like to as well. Also, a camera rear view mirror I think would be really nice. Again, more luxury features that are more practical and you're seeing in higher trim vehicles, maybe even if it was just an option. Again, you have your sunroof up here with your sunroof controls, your SOS button, as well as sunglass holders, something that our GMC Denali does not have. That is kind of crazy, right? There's no spot to put your sunglasses in a holder, but every other vehicle we have has that. You have your center console right here. It's a good size center console. It is not a split center console though, with the tray on top, which would be nice. I like the fact of having the tray on top, mainly because you can get to things that you need quicker. You don't have to dig way deep into your center console to get it. Wireless phone charging right here. Two good sized cup holders, and it has massive cup holders in the doors, so you can put huge cups in the doors, which is nice. Nice storage tray up here as well. Some interesting grab handles. I think they're more for looks, but they're also trimmed off really nicely. Good Frontier badging right here, as well as a 12-volt socket right here for some of the other things that you might want to, keep inside your vehicle and be able to use in an emergency. Strobe light, emergency SOS light, a small air compressor, things like that. Your four-wheel drive controls are going to be right here. If you want to lock your rear differential, it's on the other side. I showed you that initially when we were first starting to get in the truck. Two-wheel drive, 4 high or 4 low. See what else. You have a lot of steering wheel controls right here to be able to control just about every feature of your infotainment system, as well as a lot of the information on your screen, like your fuel economy, trip meter, and all of that. We've been averaging roughly about 20 miles per gallon in this truck since we've had it. So again, we've put some miles on the truck. Fuel economy isn't great. I do feel that we should be able to get these trucks in that 30 mile per gallon range for the highway and like 25 in the city. I really would like to see these trucks with better fuel economy than they get. I think people would appreciate that. Looking at the numbers here, it says 20 highway, 16 city. So yeah, getting about 20 total if you're, really trying to get good fuel economy is definitely achievable. But again, I think that those numbers, both of them should be about 10 miles per gallon higher than they currently are on all Frontiers. I don't care if it's a Pro4X. I think it's pretty achievable. And I think in this day and age, we should be able to accomplish that. But part of the reason why this is going to have lower fuel economy than some is because it sits up higher, it's more aggressive, and it has a bigger stance to it because it's a four-wheel drive package or a Pro4X package. Some other features that this is going to have has that utility track system we already talked about, the 120-volt outlet in the bed, heated outside mirrors, steering wheel and front seats, LED under rail lighting, remote engine start. Yep, it has the intelligent around view monitor, which is what I already showed you as well. Wish that was a little higher resolution though. Now let's see here. As far as the safety systems, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, intelligent forward collision warning, intelligent driver alert, lane departure, blind spot, rear cross traffic, rear sonar, rear automatic braking, high beam assist, which I'm not a huge fan of that, honestly. I don't know most people who are, because the minute your high beams hit a stop sign and reflect back, they tend to turn off. Intelligent cruise control, that's always nice, right? Almost every vehicle you see now has that as a feature, which is cool, where you basically set the cruise control, and if you come up on another vehicle, it slows the vehicle down for you. The AC vents are also in a really convenient spot. They blow good air directly on you, which is really nice, and I think a lot of people actually care about how the AC blows on them, because you want the air to hit you, whether it's heat or air, and they're in a good spot. So yeah, it blows air on you pretty easily and pretty effectively. All right, let's hop in the back seat real quick and see what it's all about. Okay, so hopping in the back, I can see that this is equipped with all-weather floor mats. So we got our all-weather floor mats. We have our 120 400-watt outlet here, USB, USB-C, some nice pockets back here. The seat cushions are relatively short. They're super comfortable, not a tremendous amount of knee room. However, what's interesting is that the passenger seat has a pocket, the driver's seat does not. I'm not exactly sure what the logic behind that is. Just put a pocket behind both seats. I think people appreciate that. For being a mid-sized truck, I think the back seat room is enough, but I would like to see a version of this that actually has more room back here. Again, a lot of people might want this vehicle to replace an SUV or a sedan, and they still want to have similar comfort in the back as they would have in those vehicles. So expanding the length of the back by a couple of inches, I think would make a lot of sense. You put 3 inches back here, 2 or 3 more inches back here, you've definitely improved the space back here, especially if you have adults sitting in the back. You have a center console that drops down right here. It's a raised cup holder in the center. I do wish that that was flat. This is something GM was doing for a while as well, but they recently went to more of a flat profile there, which is nice, especially if you're going to lay your arm across it for larger folks. Nice center seat right here. You could easily fit like a child seat in here probably without a problem. But again, the bolstering's really nice. It does feel like the back of the seat is sitting up pretty tall. Again, if you had just those extra couple of inches, perhaps you can put it in a way to where the seat can slide forward and the back reclines, similar to what Ram does on some of their higher trim 1500 series trucks. You have your back glass right here. This looks like it's manual. So that's a manual opening glass. I think that that's fine for most people. To be honest with you, I think most people probably never open that back glass on their truck. So that's probably nice, especially if you get into an accident or something like that and you need to be able to maybe wave your arm out the window. Be able to open it manually might be a perk. But what do you guys think? What do you think of the new truck? So this is cool. Again, it's not a huge departure from what they've done. They've definitely upgraded the interior. They've upgraded the technology in this truck, giving you features that just weren't available in the past. And it's overall a beautiful exterior, very truthful package to the whole legacy of trucks. And a lot of capability, locking rear diff on this Pro4X package, super comfortable seats, a lot of great features, and at a price point that's actually going to be relatively affordable for a lot of folks. Completely loaded out like this Pro4X, you're talking a hair over $51,000. So this could be a truck a lot of people can fall in love with, because if you're looking for that really nice mid-sized truck, this is something that might check most of the boxes for you, and then some, considering there's features on this truck that you just can't get from the other manufacturers that make mid-sized trucks. Now drop a comment below. We're going to do another video on driving impressions. We've already had a chance to drive this for some time. I've had several family members and friends, even my daughter, in this vehicle, so I have a lot of opinions from them that I'd like to share with you guys in the next video. Anyways, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think of this style of presentation that I've done in this video, and if you prefer it or not. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very, very soon.